Congresswoman-elect Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez taking to Twitter to announce that she's taking a self-care break before Congress starts after the new year. She says this: "I'm taking a few days to take care of myself before what is sure to be an eventful term for working people, immigrants, and the poor. Self-care is political, not because we want it to be, but because of the inevitable shaming of someone doing a face mask while financially stressed." Joining us right now is former White House Communications Director, Skybridge Capital founder, Anthony Scaramucci. Good to see you, Anthony.
I'm taking a self-care right now here on this show.
Yeah?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Well,
How are you
I'm hoping that Robert's going to give me a mani-pedi at the break. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't even understand
I don't even know what that is,
okay.
but I guess you have to have 11 days.
A manicure and a pedicure?
You know
11
exactly
days of fame
what it
to
means,
have that,
okay?
that lingo down.
It's not 11 days of fame, okay? It's lasted a lot longer than that, Robert.
No, but listen,
look, I don't know what it means,
story-
but I love this person.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez?
I think she's fantastic because she's got everybody upset for some reason. I can't actually figure it out. When she talks, it's clear that she was probably missing a few of those classes in social studies when you're learning about American history. But she is a force of nature, okay? So I have to just tell you, I'm totally impressed with her.
Steve, what do you
Is that bad? I mean, just being totally direct. And,
right, so you're good with the self-care?
I'm good with the self-care. If she needs any of my skin products, I can offer them up to her, although she's very young. She probably doesn't need it right now. But if she ever does need it.
And who knows a brand better than Anthony?
But listen, there's a bigger story here, okay? I know you guys are joking. You're friends for a long time. There's a bigger story here. You are a moderate guy and a Democrat. But you have these newcomers coming into your party, like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who is a socialist, Robert. Got another one in Michigan. You've got Bernie Sanders pulling the party all the way to the left. And
listen,
what do you think about that?
Listen, I'm not on the populist left, and to me, we've lost the center, which is why Washington is a disaster right now. The truth is, with Ocasio, she's preaching, okay, to literally where all the populism lies. She's preaching on climate change and on immigration, and it's resonating with the base. I think to Anthony's point, she may be pissing a lot of people off, but she's exciting a lot of people. Listen,
so you think it's good then?
I think it's good for the party anytime you have excitement. I'm not that far left. Right. So personally speaking, I probably would have voted if I lived in the city for Joe Crowley instead of Ocasio. That being said, I have to applaud her. She gets out there and she has a view, and I don't see many people actually saying, hey, I'm not for your green energy and I'm not for this. Yeah. They may be dissing her on other things, but it's not on her subject.
So what does that mean in getting a candidate in 2020 who can win an election?
Exactly
Listen, I think it's going to be...
That's right. That's the question.
It's going to be an incredibly interesting primary. I think we'll have more than where the Republicans had. We'll have north of 16, and I'm not sure that the party's not going to be pushed to the left, and it will be very interesting whether we can bring a candidate who can beat the president.
For the president, though, people on the left bash the president nonstop about mistakes that he makes, things he tweets. And I think that in terms of policy, if Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez brags about her economics degree from college and then doesn't know how the unemployment rate's calculated, saying the unemployment rate's low because people are working 2 jobs, well, that's not how that has nothing to do with the unemployment rate. It's the number of unemployed people divided by the size of the labor force. So, again, I think that it's fair to hit her on things like that, but if she wants to you get a full body scrub on her days off, then that's fine.
I just have to make one comment because it would be unfair. I mean, you have the president telling us trade deficits are losses. We know that's not economic.
You know what? And I have sat on this program, Robert Wolf, and said that.
I just wanted
that it's not a loss, that a tariff is not interest on a debt. It's not. So he makes mistakes.
There you go.
She used your full name. That was a little bit of a shot on you. But here's what I want to say. She's going to come right into the center. This one is I think so. She's very smart.
No way.
Okay, we'll see.
No way. There's no center in New York.
Let me tell you something, okay? In 1969, Hillary Clinton gave a very far left commencement speech.
Has she changed?
She's never changed.
But her ambition changed her, absolutely. She probably didn't change, but she put on some Klingon cloaking devices and pretended that she was in the center for 25 years. This woman is a force to be reckoned with, okay? You can feel the charisma coming off of her. You may not like her. I certainly don't like her ideological views, But I think she's around, and she's going to be here for longer than we think.
Yeah, the media, they give her the level of coverage that she does,
Yes.
and we're all guilty of this, just like Beto O'Rourke, because she's attractive.
But
let's be clear, it's because she is very photogenic, intelligent.
This is like a newsflash for me. Is it like that's like breaking news?
Beto O'Rourke looks like a Kennedy.
Yeah.
That's why people threw money at him.
That's right.
Like he was going to win in Texas.
And what a name, Beto. Better than
I think there's much more depth than that.
Well,
but
who do you think are the leading contenders on the Democratic side for 2020 then?
I think Beto and Kamala are the new names, and I think Biden and Bernie are the names that have been in the past. But I think there's an incredible excitement around Kamala Harris and Beto O'Rourke.
Do you think the president gets reelected, Anthony?
I do. I don't. I know that. I mean, if you watch these other networks, we're all going to jail. We're going to have orange suits on. But I don't see the level of criminality that there's.
Let me ask you, because
So
Michael Flynn is facing sentencing. So we got to talk about this for lying to the FBI. This coming as former FBI Director Jim Comey continued a second round of questioning by the House Judiciary Committee yesterday. What are you expecting in terms of the Jim Comey and Michael Flynn situations? Michael Flynn first.
5% chance that they throw the entire thing out on him for a number of different procedural reasons. 95% chance he gets no jail time and he gets hit a little hard.
Michael Flynn.
Yes.
Just a question. I know you just announced your new Opportunity Zone funds. Can you just give us 30 seconds on it?
Well, I mean, we set up a private REIT to take advantage of what's going on in these Opportunity Zones. And so just quickly, you can take a very low basis stock that's at a high value now. You can sell it, move it into our fund. You get a 10-year abatement on the taxes, and then you get a 15% reduction on your capital gains. But then any return that you make off of the fund, you get that return 100% tax-free.
And that was Senator Tim Scott working with
Tim Scott and also Senator Cory Booker.
Yeah,
this is a bipartisan strategy. This is something right out of Steve Forbes' playbook from 1996 about flooding the zone where people need the money and figuring out ways to unleash capital into our system.
You giving me a finder's fee on this?
If you help me,
but you can invest in this fund.
Stephen, if you help me raise dough, fast pay makes fast friends on Wall Street. You know that, right? That's why Robert and I are so close.
Where are the opportunities?
So there are basically the 2010 census has delineated about 12% of the country, Maria, are considered opportunity zones. That's where 20% of the population is below the poverty line. And so in those zones, you have this tax abatement opportunity.
You better throw some money in Eastern North Carolina or I will hurt you.
We did our exclusive, Maria,
Are you going to use my
full
name on live television?
And we're even thinking of using our investments via opportunity.
Really, great opportunity. Anthony,
Very
thank you
smart
so much.
stuff. I appreciate being here. Thank you.
Anthony Scaramucci.